Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Society of Like-Minded Men. I'm your host, Ramin Kayvan, and this is your other host, Tommy Sporletter. How are you, sir?
It's me, brother. Good. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing well, I have to
Good.
say. I have no real complaints. It's been a very
Nobody would listen if you did.
Well, that's actually very true. Um,
I say that all the time. I can't complain. Nobody listen anyways.
Nobody listens anyways. Yes. So the subject matter for today is the power of planning.
Yes.
We've sort of talked about this in various forms in the past with regard to if it's not in the calendar, it doesn't exist. And that's very, very true. And I find if I don't put stuff in my calendar and say, on this day at this hour, I am not available because I am doing X or Y, the desire of everybody around you is to fill that spot. Right? Everybody's going to want to take that spot, and especially in business, right?
Yeah.
Tommy's got a spot on his calendar,
Yep.
right? So if
Especially
you
at a
don't,
place where they make us share our calendar, which we do, and those that don't,
yes,
they can.
correct.
Yeah.
And they look at you and they look at your calendar and go, "Oh, Tommy's got a space. Let's take it." So rather than you give it, they want to take it,
Take it. Nope.
right? Which then
Yeah.
takes the control away from you of your calendar.
Mhm.
And that's in no way is that useful to you. It just makes you anxious, stressed out, having to accommodate people and their weirdness. And believe me, a lot of people are
Well,
weird.
when you plan, and
Yes,
sometimes people plan for you, i.e., they'll get that meeting, but then it's on your. But when you plan, you maintain your power.
yes,
Thus, the
correct.
power in planning. When you don't plan and everything is helter-skelter and
Yeah.
all over the place, or your planning is piss poor and everything goes sideways or goes awry, and you wonder why. So, the subject we had in power and planning, there really is power in coming up with a plan. And there's
Yes,
this adage of proactive versus reactive. And
right.
if you don't plan your day, your week, your month, your year, if you don't plan your life and you just let it go, you're not being proactive with your
Well,
existence and you're letting it come to you. And inevitably, as you just talked, it's going
you're
to
gonna
be a
you're gonna
tremendous
end up in
amount
a
of
bad place.
frustration
Yes.
and anxiety and wonder why the hell is everything so helter skelter. And I've talked about this before, squirrel. And when I
Squirrel.
get in the squirrel moments, I get enough squirrel moments when I'm planned and when I have stuff on my calendar. And the old me never had, and we come from an age bracket that before even such things as Outlook and calendars and
Yes.
electronics. And there's
Right.
power in the pen and power in planning, which I do write things down to in a planner daily because I think there's power in that. But the days
Yes.
that I don't, and when my calendar and I look and those days are empty, typically those are the ones that go haywire.
Yeah, they go sideways. And it is a function purely of you deciding. We may have discussed this in one of our other episodes, but the notion of signal to noise ratio,
Mm-hmm.
right? What is your signal to noise? Because here's the deal: the things you have to get done every day, there's usually two or three, maybe four that
Mm-hmm.
have to get done that day. That's signal. Literally everything else is noise and of
Yep.
a lower priority.
Yep.
Right? So you have to decide whether you're going to be driven by signal or driven by noise. If you're going to be driven by noise, you will forever be upset, irritated, irritable, anxiety with you, right?
Your life will be noise. Your
Because
calendar will
your
be
life,
noise, and you can plan, and that's what we're talking about. Plan openings in your calendar.
yes,
But we've talked about FTA, feed the animal work and what does that, but your personal stuff too. Plan
yes,
it.
plan it,
Plan your bedtime. Plan your wake up time.
plan your wake up
Plan
time,
your
plan lunch,
meals
plan
when you're
meals.
going
It's
to prepare
yeah,
them.
it's
If
not,
you plan
yeah,
ahead lunch, we talk about this planning. If you're a busy guy and you don't want to eat like shit, crap, pardon my French, whatever the hell it is,
yeah,
French food, plan ahead, plan your meals, prep your meals, plan your meals. You know what you're going to eat
right,
because you don't go off the rails. Your diet doesn't go to crap because
correct,
you're eating fast food because you planned ahead. You
yeah,
get up, you do your workout. Or if you don't like it in the morning, you get something else done in the morning. So in the afternoon, you can get your workout done, but it's
correct,
planned and it's there. Granted, shit's going to happen. Emergencies are going to happen,
yes.
but you want it to be the exception, not the
Well,
rule. But
yeah,
if you don't plan anything,
yeah.
the rule is
There is no
I have
rule.
no I have
There
no
is no
plan.
rule.
There's all the noise you talk about, and the
Right,
noise will
exactly. And
drown you
so
out.
the other beauty of having everything planned out, and not in a like an obsessive compulsive way, but just
No.
having a laundry list of stuff that you're like, somebody says, "Hey man, can I talk to you at 2 o'clock?" You can look at it and go, "Yeah, no, two's not available. I'm available at three. You got time at
Hmm.
three?" Right? But
Right.
you can't even have that conversation if you haven't bothered to put anything in your calendar.
If you don't know and you didn't put it in there, and then you're like, oh my God, I forgot I had that. And you commit to three
Right.
things, and then all of a sudden you find or you forgot. And that is the nice
Yeah.
thing about technology today, and that, and you have your little gadget, we call it. I don't
Yeah,
even
at this
call it a
point
phone
there is no
anymore,
excuse.
but
There
you
is no
can plug
excuse.
it in there and it's there, or you can tell it. Mine is an iPhone. Yes. Hey Siri, give me a reminder. 3 o'clock. I have a call with this. It's that simple. It can be done in 10
Correct.
seconds
And at
and
this point,
planned. Done.
this is the 21st century. If you are not leveraging technology to help you remember stuff,
You're
that's
way
on you.
behind it. Yeah, and you're way
Your
behind. You're
your
getting further
chaos is
behind.
your fault,
Exactly.
right? Your
Yep.
chaos is your
Yep.
fault because here's the deal. People will take time away from you
Oh
actively.
yeah.
They will actively seek to take time away from you to get their thing done because
Hmm.
they think their thing is more important than your thing,
Hmm.
right?
Yep.
And they're going to try and back you into a corner and make you feel bad about not doing their thing, right? And the
That's
reality is
work. Yep. Work,
work,
spouse,
spouse,
kids,
children,
friends,
friends, schools, and
school,
anything,
everything. Right?
everything,
Yeah.
right? And
Yep.
and the answer is no, no, my time is mine. I make the determination who gets what when.
There you go.
And if you're not on the calendar for today, you're probably not going to get on the calendar for today. I'll see you
Look,
tomorrow.
we talk about this all the time. To change your life and your existence and to become part of the society of like-minded men, you need to make, and it's not as selfish, to make yourself the
The
priority
priority,
in
yeah.
your life.
No, absolutely
Because
correct.
if you let everybody else or everything else be as much a priority as your own existence and your own sanity,
That's on you.
it
It's on
really
you.
is,
It
and
really is. It's
it's
your
on
fault.
you. And
It's
people
your
talk
fault.
about, oh, it's blah blah.
What
Bull.
I hear is, "Oh, I'm so busy. I don't have time to do this."
Mm,
It's like, well, because you don't plan anything. Look, it's not that hard. I have one of these. It's just a simple notebook,
yep, yep.
right? I carry this with me everywhere I go. I have an electronic calendar and Outlook and on my phone. But I every morning when I get up, I'm like, okay, what are the three or four things that have to get done today? I write them in there, and that becomes my driver, right? And once
Well,
I've checked those off, okay, now maybe I have extra time to go fart around doing something. But the
you
important
planned
stuff,
it. You planned it every morning,
important stuff is right here, right?
right?
So that's a
And
choice.
how powerful is that for
Oh,
you?
very powerful. Are you
Power in
kidding me?
planning.
It's
Powerful.
exceptionally powerful because I can say with 100% certainty the stuff that mattered is done,
Yep.
right? And sometimes the stuff that mattered is like this afternoon. I One of the things I wanted to get done was I wanted to um because I felt it was important for today, I wanted to buy my wife some roses. So I made that a priority. I set a schedule. Part of my schedule today was to go to the flower shop and buy the roses for my wife. Is that important to you? No, hell no, it's not important to you. It's important to me, right? For me, that was signal for today.
Yeah.
That's done. right? So it's not exactly the thing, but it's the what's signal for you, what's important for you at that
Get
moment,
get
right?
it, plan it, and then the other thing I can say, and transparency's here, we're transparent all the time, and the thing that I struggle with, I'm fairly good at planning things now. Where I'm still falling short is not adhering to that plan, not making it,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And the what's the word we use in other, it's like I'm not valuing
you're not
my
valuing
time enough
yourself.
in that plan because I'm letting people come in, and this
Yeah,
is well, not just a work thing, it's like it's a personal thing too. Like I'm planning and I'm focused and I'm mojoing good, and all of a sudden call comes in, and then it comes again and again, like what the heck, you drop everything, and all of a sudden there's that we've talked about this before, emergency that's not really an emergency.
right.
It gets me off track of my plan,
The
but a
thing is,
plan of my
yeah,
day and week, and all of a sudden it happened. We had
this
a
this
couple
happens
guys
to
resign,
this happens to air traffic controllers, right? They
knock
have,
on my door, hey Tommy,
yeah, this
I
happens
need
to
you.
I
Yeah,
need you. Yeah, that's nice. I'm not available,
yeah. And
right?
then I
I'm
know I
not
need you, but I
you.
need you to take care of this, and by the way, that meeting is tomorrow, and this and that. And then I'm like, and that's where I've got to get better at it. And we talk about that.
If
This
you
is why
don't,
we talk.
yeah,
This is why we have these groups, because we're trying to improve ourselves in our life, but get better at that and saying, I'll do it, but that's
not
not
now.
any more important than what I've got going
Yeah,
right now, because
the
you're going
answer
to
is
come back.
simply no, Tommy.
Because
You
you're going to
need,
come back. I know you're going to come back to me in a little while and ask me why I didn't get that other thing done.
yeah,
And that was because you wanted me, you
right.
know what I mean? And then that's where I get caught in that squirrel. So the plan, I'm much better at planning than I ever used to be. Now I need to get better at sticking to,
Yeah,
holding to, and keeping the boundary for that plan.
boundary is the key. If you don't take care of Tommy, nobody else will.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
And that's true of all of you. Yeah, all of you are that way.
Hmm.
If you don't take care of you, nobody else is going to do it. You need to
Right.
be able to look at your time and go, yeah, I'd love to help you out, but I don't have time right now. And probably not till about Wednesday at about 1 o'clock. Is that good for you?
And there's nothing wrong
Nothing
with
wrong with
saying
that.
that. Nothing
Nothing wrong
wrong
with
with
that.
setting boundaries.
Now,
Boundaries are a good thing. It not only
boundaries
helps you,
are,
but it helps the others,
yes,
people in your
people,
life and around you.
people will come to continue to come to you for and take your time away as long as you let them. The
Oh yeah.
moment you say no, they get upset. Okay, that's fine. Then they go bother somebody else. They won't come bother you anymore because you said
Yeah.
no. You set a boundary. If you don't set your boundaries, your plans are of no value.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes, it
If you
does.
don't say, sorry, line in sand, too bad, so sad, right?
That's why I love talking to you, brother, Mr. More experienced than me, business than me. I mean,
Yeah,
we're
no,
there, but you do, but it's vice versa, and to play off each other. But that's where we do this, and this is what I'll tell people is don't live in a bubble, don't
no,
live by yourself, and these things that come, make sure you're talking about them, and make sure you're going places and you're listening, and to ask questions and do research and study, because the things we talk about here we think are important, because we talk about real life situations
yeah,
that happen to us in this planning thing, and we've talked about this a lot on many episodes.
yeah,
And if it's not on your calendar, it doesn't exist, and that is so true.
yes,
So much of your
but
life, and
the
control your life, don't let it control you.
the thing with having it on your calendar, it's having things on your calendar only matters if you draw the boundary around your calendar.
Well, that's it. That's
Otherwise, it's just ink
exactly
on a
right.
paper,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's of no value. The only way that that calendar thing works is if you say, "I'm not available today, tomorrow, and half of Wednesday. Can we talk Wednesday afternoon?"
There you go.
If you do not do that, then the fact that you're overwhelmed and overworked, etc., is on you. You
Yep.
need to be able to say no to people. Bosses are even going to come to you and say, "Hey, I need you to do this," and you very calmly say, "Sorry, I've got other things going on in my calendar. What would you like me to reprioritize to do the thing you were asking me to do?"
I love that, and I'm going to use that. What would you like me to
Reprioritize. Tell me what you want
reprioritize?
me to not do so I do the
Because you
thing you
talked
want me.
about that. You own
Yeah.
your own business. You've got different businesses and stuff, but you say that with clients.
Yeah,
You're
all the
very
time.
adamant. You protect your time
I
because it's
you know,
very
here's
valuable.
here's the thing. It's not just you. that you're protecting when you do that. For me, I run a business, which means that I have employees, right?
Yeah.
And so if I don't put a boundary around the calendar, I am putting my people in a
Mhm.
position
Yeah.
where they're running like crazy people and not getting anything done,
Yeah.
right? Which then makes us as a group look bad,
Yeah.
right? So when a customer says, "Yeah, but it's my," I'm like, "Okay, I get that. I understand that you think it's an emergency, but it really isn't. We'll come see you tomorrow morning at 10."
Right.
Right? And and it's if you're not willing to be forceful about that, you are putting your employees, or if it's family, putting your family members in a position, in an awkward position where they have to then try and they then are in a position to try and enforce the boundary you should have been enforcing.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
It does. That's the adage, and I've said it. And it's a piss poor planning on my part does not, or your part
Does
does
not
not
constitute an
constitute an
emergency.
emergency on my part. But that's
Correct.
with me too. Piss
Yeah.
poor planning on my part cannot turn around and be an emergency on your part. So it works both ways. That I'm
Correct.
better with my planning,
Yes.
my thing, setting my boundaries, and vice versa. Because that's the thing with all of this. You can't
Yeah.
really expect others to live by the rule or adage you're
Right.
trying to set when when you're not doing it as well
And
and living.
sometimes people want to, they think that the way you get, like for instance, I got an email today from somebody I know that's like, "We're all getting together at lunch tomorrow at 11 o'clock." Okay. And and I just wrote back and said, "Have fun, guys. I won't be able to make it. I have other things on my calendar."
Unless you come with something really intriguing for me to drop everything I'm
I
doing.
mean, that's
But just
literally what,
saying that.
yeah,
But
lunch
no, I know I
lunch is
get you.
not
I
lunch
get
is
it.
the lunch doesn't equal really intriguing.
I get it. I
Sorry,
get
you don't get
it.
that.
No, I love it, man. It's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah,
We've
so I
talked.
think that's fundamentally it. I think that's where we're going to kind of
Yeah.
leave it here with this one.
Yeah.
It's take the time to be the designer and the arbiter of your calendar
Yep.
and then enforce it. You have the right to enforce your calendar and tell people you're not available.
Yep.
It's okay.
My
It
mother,
really
who
is.
worked for construction, and I'm in that business too, and you know that, but this is something they preach, and she still says it at, mid 70s, and what she does is she's like, Tommy, it's just real simple. Plan your work and work your plan.
That's it.
And
That's it.
that's work, life, whatever.
Whatever it
Plan
is.
your work
Yeah,
and work your plan.
exactly.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you got nobody to blame but you.
But you.
Right? So
Amen.
get out there and be amazing planners. All right?
Yes.
I'll talk to you later, buddy.
Peace. See you.
Peace, man. Bye.
Later.